What's up, beautiful souls? It's Mitzi Freeze here. And earlier I was listening to something and they were talking about two very big motivators in life, one being pain and the other being pleasure. I see some of you digging yourselves out of a pit, whether this be a pit of despair, or an addiction pit, or something that's had a hold on you for maybe quite some time. You're finally coming to terms with the way that you've been handling things, or the way that you've been feeling, or things that you've been doing. And for some of you, these are toxic things or just not healthy habits. You're deciding to make a change in areas. You could be cleaning out your home, cleaning out your closet, clearing up space, because I hear clean it up, clean it up. Something in your life needs to be cleaned up. My mom always said when I was growing up, she always told me, life is what you make it. And I never really understood that phrase until now. No matter what happens in our lives, good, bad, ugly, and uglier, how we respond to these things is where we hold our power. Things happen to people on a daily basis. And you see people do one of two things. You see them go inside and go into a shell and become angry, and they act out in such a way that it harms other people or maybe even themselves. Or you see people try to better themselves and try to climb out of circumstances. It's all a matter of choice. The things that we choose to focus on in this life truly impact us in very deep ways. And for some of you, these ways that you've been impacted all of your life, it's showing up in your relationships. I know this video really isn't about me today. I've been married and divorced 3 times. They were all very painful and devastating and chaotic marriages. And I could sit up here today and tell you, oh, I'm a victim of domestic violence, a victim of drug abuse. I can take all of these things and become a very negative person in this life and say, why did that happen to me? Oh, it makes me angry. I understand now. It's not why is this happening to me? It's what is this trying to teach me? Things don't happen to me. I'm not a victim. They happen for me. They are stepping stones. I can sit up here today and focus on every single negative thing that has happened in my life and become a very miserable and draining and toxic person. But instead, I sit up here today inspired and encouraged. Why? Because that was my choice. I refuse to let the past dictate my life. I refuse to let my past define me. Some of you feel like you've wasted so much time in negative circumstances or with negative and toxic individuals. You feel like time is running out. Life really is what you make it. If you want to sit up there and be a victim and say, oh, all this is happening and all that's happening and I'm never going to get ahead and I'm broke and I'm sick and I'm tired and all the negative things, then don't be surprised when all of that just flows into your life effortlessly. But if you sit up there and say, yeah, I've had some setbacks, I've had some hardships, but you know what? I'm a warrior. I refuse to give up. I know these things are tests that come into my life. I know that I cannot give up. I cannot give the demons the satisfaction. There are forces out there that want you to give up, that want you to lose, that want you to be in that pit of despair. But when you can acknowledge that and say, you know what, I'm going to highly disappoint you today. All of you that's hoping for my downfall, I'm going to disappoint you. You ever heard that saying, where focus goes, energy flows? That's absolutely true. I want to challenge you today. Pick something, okay? Pick something. An example would be heart shapes. If you go out with the mindset that you're going to find heart shapes at somewhere today, you're going to find a heart, you're going to find something, right? If you go out with that mindset, I guarantee you're going to find quite a few. Why is that? Because you're focused on it. You ever notice how when you get a new car and then you start seeing your new car everywhere else? It's what you give your energy to. That is what's going to amplify in your life. So if you're giving your energy to a bunch of internet trolls and you're arguing back and forth on the internet, don't be surprised when you're a very unhappy person. If you're giving your energy towards prayer and meditation and getting out into nature and relaxing more and being in the present moment and slowing down and not being in a rush, not stressing out your nervous system, don't be surprised when you're a more calm and peaceful and relaxed individual. Some of you are just becoming more aware of what you've been giving your energy to, your focus, your resources for some of you. And you could be cutting someone off at this time or stepping back in some sort of way and saying, enough is enough. Maybe it's time you help yourself. Some of you, this is a work scenario where you finally get to call the shots on something, and this is very exciting. Some of you could be caught in this area of, well, do I stay here and try harder or do I move on? But I get a lot of silent reflection. I get something about silent reflection. I see some of you at work, and it's like you have your head down. You're at a desk, and you have all these thoughts that are just around you, and maybe all of this paperwork that's around you. Something where you're needing to sort something out. You're needing to make sense of something. You're picking something back up. You're continuing something that maybe you've put on hold. Some of you are just choosing to see your circumstances in more of a positive light. Something seems to have lifted, a cloud, some sort of negative emotion. Something has become lighter. You're starting to see the silver lining in some areas more. You're starting to see maybe the good, the light at the end of the tunnel. You're starting to see something that is coming to completion, okay? I do have the number 7 here. Number 7 is completion. Something could have come full circle in your life. This is more of a focused type of energy. It's very positive. It's very motivated, okay? Maybe this pain has motivated you, or maybe it's pleasure. Maybe it's something that you are thoroughly enjoying at this time, and you're saying, yeah, I want to create more of it. I want to do more of this because it excites me. It brings me joy. Others of you could be in a painful circumstance where you are being forced to move. You're being forced to take action. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and quickly get into what I got today. Okay, this says unlimited. I create my reality with the thoughts I think and the things I focus on. I am unlimited in my ability to create a beautiful life full of good and love. This says when we create harmony in our minds and hearts, we will find it in our lives. The inner creates the outer always. I also have hope. I am choosing to focus on the silver lining of any circumstances. Sometimes the toughest challenges carry the greatest lessons. Even the most difficult paths can lead to beautiful destinations. The sun comes up after every dark night. Warm spring comes after a cold winter. Believe in yourself and your ability to overcome any obstacle. I also have thoughts become things. Take a minute, close your eyes, and visualize yourself achieving your biggest goal. Hold that feeling and vocalize your gratitude. Use the feeling as fuel for the rest of the day. Ooh, I love that. This says, if you intend on creating the life you love, but you only focus your attention on Muscle Beach Speedo competitions or celebrity news feeds, your intention is powerless. If your attention is disciplined, but you have no intention for your vision, your mission is aimless. If you breed your attention with your intention, your visions will come to life. Pay attention to your intentions and the world shall be yours. Please don't use your new powers for manifesting Speedo competitions. All right, yeah. Some of you, yeah, could have just put your energy into the wrong places. I claim my own powers and I lovingly create my own reality. I ask for more understanding so that I may knowingly and lovingly shape my world and my experiences. Yeah, I love this, y'all. And our Bible verse is, look to the Lord in his strength, seek his face always. 1 Chronicles 16:11. Absolutely beautiful. I love this. Let me go ahead and pull a synchronicity message and a prayer, and I'm gonna hop off here because I do have things to do today. I'm trying to keep these videos a little shorter, y'all. Like, I'm serious, because I went on a tangent one day and it was like 30 minutes. I'm like, oh, I gotta cut that down. This says, no matter what happens, no matter how far you seem to be away from where you want to be, never stop believing that you will somehow make it. Have an unrelenting belief that things will work out, that the long road has a purpose. Yeah, what I said, like those trials that come into your life, it's your teachers. It's lessons that you have to learn in life. And those trials are going to continue for as long as necessary for you to get what you need to get out of them. Okay, this says life favor now, and it won't even come from the places you expected. Yeah, these blessings are this sudden clarity, this sudden realization for some of you, or this revelation, something. I don't know why I got revelation. It's not going to come from the places you expected. So expect the unexpected. With that being said, I love you all, and I am praying for nothing but blessings, peace, love, hope, joy, and success, and abundance, and healing over each and every single one of you right now. I pray you all have an amazing rest of the weekend, whenever it is I post this video, and I will catch you on future ones.